For the most part, we trust what, not all the time, but for the most part, we trust what Nintendo's going to put out. We trust what Capcom is going to put out. And we trust what From Software is going to put out. Because they're not listening to the fucking noise. They're not listening to the bullshit. They're making a video game that they believe in, and they don't care. They want to make their game. They want people to buy it. They want, if they want a hot, sexy fucking Korean lady to be the main character in Stellar Blade, and they want to have her almost literally butt naked as one of the skins in Stellar Blade, they're gonna fucking do it. They're going to do it because guess who plays video games? Dudes play video games. Dudes, trust the bro science. Yes, there is a community of females who play video games, who love video games, and we recognize them and we love them. We love them here at Bro Science. We love the chick gamers, because they're true and through. But the vast majority of gamers are dudes. Yeah, according to their own numbers, it's like 70-80% of dudes. And it's like there's like male, female, and non-binary, right? And non-binary was less than 2%, less than a couple of percentage points in every survey. So we're getting all that bending backwards, patronizing stuff, cringy stuff to please less than 2% of customers.
That is a microcosm of the entirety of Western entertainment right now.
Yeah,
that you can follow that trend across the board and at the same percentage. And it's like, why are we doing this?
For the male audience, which is the majority of gamers, when we're playing a video game, we don't care if we're playing as a woman or a dude. Just make them fucking badass and awesome. If we're playing as a dude main character, who do we want to play as? We want to play to the likes of Kratos, Batman, Solid Snake, name some other ones. Or it's an RPG and you can make your own character. Here's the thing. Even if it's an RPG and you get to create your own character, if you're a 350-pound fucking fatty, when you create your own character, you are not going to create your character to be a 300-pound fucking fatty. No, you're going to make your character maybe in the face. You're going to do some likeness to yourself, but you're going to make him tall, muscular, beefy,
what you aspire to be.
This is what you aspire to be. Because guess what? Video games, newsflash, they're make-believe. This is fantasy. Escapism. This is why we play video games, for escapism, because we want to escape reality. We want to escape the real world. We want to escape politics. So we go in, and if you can create your own character, you might make the character look like you, but you're going to make the character the best version of what you aspire to be. So even if we're playing as a chick, we want to play as a badass chick who isn't ugly, who is hot, and who can kick ass.
Tomb Raider.
That's Tomb Raider, Stellar Blade. That's what we want, man. And so it's like, if video game companies are worried about, oh man, we got to pick up our female demographic because the video game industry, consumers are 80% male and we want to pick those female numbers up. The way to do it isn't to make men look like fucking idiots and to have a female main character, but make the female main character insufferable, ugly, and a fucking bitch as a character to her other counterpart characters within the game. No, you make the male characters who might be NPCs, but you make them still badass and awesome. You don't make them bumbling fucking idiots. And if you want a female main character, what you do is you make her awesome. You make her hot, and who is competent enough, but she's not also shooting down and calling her male counterparts in the game and talking shit on them and making them feel stupid or talking down to them and disrespecting them. Like, there's a happy medium here. Yeah, there's a happy medium here.
Instead of giving a feminine woman a powerful role, they're just making dudes. They're just making annoying dudes shaped like a chick.
Yeah, and if those were dudes, like, we would be making fun of them. We would be like, that's not even a dude that we would want to be friends with. They're just making those women insufferable people and mistaking that for strong. That's not strength. Strength is being a leader, and a leader is liked and respected and admired by the people around them. But we have those Mary Sues nowadays in media, which is like, they're insufferable. to everybody.
I think they see guys like ripping on each other, and they're like, "Oh, we'll do that too," and it's like, no, you don't get it. You don't understand. You don't get it. You don't get the bro ripping on each other.
Dude, there's this perfect meme where it's like, it shows 3 girls talking to each other. It's like, oh my gosh, I love you. You're so pretty. Like, oh my gosh, you're the best. And then one leaves. One of the girlfriends leaves, and then two of the girlfriends remain. It's like, oh my gosh, I hate her. She's such a fucking bitch. Oh my gosh, I can't stand her. She's ugly or whatever. And then there's another picture below where it's 3 dudes talking to each other. It's like, you're fucking gay. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking pussy. And then one of the dudes leaves, and then there's 2 dudes remaining. And they're like, I love that guy. That guy's so fucking cool. That's a great fucking dude. And that's how it is, man. That's true life.
That's interesting.
That's life, man, dude. It's fucking crazy. But like the game Forspoken, where you guys know about Forspoken, right?
I know very little.
She has this robot's kind of male counterpart, and she's always talking down to him. She's talking down to him, saying, "Oh, you know what? Thanks for the advice, but no thanks. You're a fucking idiot." And she just comes off as a straight up fucking bitch. And it's like, that's cringe. It's cringe. That's not the way to get the female audience and the male audience to both play the game that you are trying to make.
You know what that is? You know what that is? That's the dream fantasy of a feminist woman who were never liked by any man in her entire life.
It's projecting.
And she hates men, and she's like, I'm gonna make this character that's gonna act towards man the way I would like to. She will say the things I would like to say to all the men in my life, to my dad, to my boyfriend who broke up with me because I didn't shave my armpits. That's what it is. Those sort of Mary Sues are dream fantasy of feminists who are alone and bitter.
And you know what happened to that game? It tanked.
Dude, the studio shut down.
Yeah.
The studio doesn't exist
really?
anymore. Yeah.
I mean, do you know any chicks in your life that are actually like that? And if you do, I can guarantee you most people fucking hate her.
A lot of them are
none that I continue to spend my time with.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's that. I don't know, man. As I grow older, I'm 34. I'm being less and less tolerant towards that kind of shit. You know, maybe to a fault as well. I need to be careful to not fall to the. I don't think
so, man. Miserable people suck.
Yeah.
Miserable people,
sure.
they suck to be around, and there's no reason to spend time around them.
Yeah, you end up getting their bitterness a little bit. It passes on to you.
And that's what brings them joy. They're like, yeah, you be miserable too, because I'm miserable.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, nah, it ain't like that.
And that's what feminism is all about, man. It's just bitter people, bitter women who like project their bitterness into the opposite sex.
They project their worldviews of how they feel like they're being treated, and they want some type of revenge, and then they put
There's a lot of revenge involved.
Yes, and then they put it into their creativity, whether it's book writing or in this case video game development, and they put their bitterness out there, and they try to get revenge on the mean evil overlord that is men into these video games. So it's man, they're not doing it the right way. Where the people who are doing it the right way, Nintendo, Capcom, and From Software, they are giving you, like, look at Capcom. They just made Resident Evil 4 Remake, and who was the main character? Leon Kennedy, a fucking badass dude, former cop, now works for the government, fucking CIA, FBI, fucking you name it, fucking badass who
fighting
fighting zombies, saving the president's daughter, and there's no cheap little moments where he's saved by the strong woman. Actually, Ada Wong doesn't help him at fucking all. Like, maybe just a little bit in the game where she might lead him in the right direction.
She gets
but then
in the way.
Come in and she gets in the way, and she actually kind of almost fucks up the whole mission a little bit.
Yeah, they're a little bit rivals. They're kind of rivals sometimes. Yeah.
And then you know what they do? With Ada Wong, who is a fan favorite. I'm a huge Ada Wong fan. Fucking sit on my face, Ada Wong. Please suffocate me. What do? They put out a DLC where you get to play as Ada Wong. That's why you gotta buy.
You know what though? Ada Wong, and speaking freshly from recent experience.
How do you feel about Ada Wong, Xwing?
She treads that line perfectly in Resident Evil 2 because she's snarky, she's confident, she does save your ass, but it's not overbearing. And guess what? She fucks up. She makes mistakes too. Isn't that incredible?
She has flaws.
Yeah. It's so I like her.
Believable. They make her believable. It's not like super overpowered. There's one thing that wasn't super believable. It's Japan after all.
She was wearing like a silky red dress in a zombie apocalypse.
Damn fucking right she is. You're damn fucking right she is.
It's Japan believable. It's like take it as an anime.
And then even when you get to play Resident Evil 3 Remake, when you play as the main character, Jill Valentine, who is also police officer, fucking badass, she fucks up, she makes mistakes, and guess what? I'm not trying to spoil anything. I won't get too far into spoilers, but she fucks up. She isn't able to make it on her own. And guess what? She does get saved by a male character, Carlos. And she gets saved by Carlos.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Wow.
How dare you?
But like that's the beautiful thing about, like we were saying, about these Eastern developers like Capcom, Nintendo, and From Software, where it's like they aren't buying into this fucking global fucking virtue signaling fucking DEI bullshit. Like they're just creating content because they know how to make good content. They know how to make.
We just need to be careful with the localizers. It's just the localizers that I fear. We just need to keep the pressure, man. And let those companies know with our wallets and with our voices that we like them precisely because they are not Western.